Aaron's in Hatfield. You're through to Nigel Farage. Go ahead, Aaron.
Hello, Nigel. Good to be with you.
Good morning.
I'd like to ask whether the unlimited mass immigration into this country pushes down the wages of the autochthonous population at the lower end of the job spectrum. And I'd like to ask why there is no recognition of that fact by the governing classes.
Well, it's funny, in a sense, Aaron. I've been saying this now since 2004. I've been saying that if you have an open door to unlimited unskilled labour and semi-skilled labour coming into Britain, you will drive down people's wages. And indeed, since 2008, people on average incomes have seen nearly a 10% fall in their real living standards. So I've been making this case consistently. I've been called all the names under the sun for doing it. But it was jolly interesting when Lord Rose, who the former Marks and Spencer's boss, who heads up Britain Stronger in Europe, when the Parliamentary Select Committee said to him, well, Lord Rose, if we're outside the EU and we don't have free flow of unskilled labour, would wages go up? He said, yes, of course they would, but I don't think that would be a good thing. So the big bosses, the big businesses want to keep labour trapped as low as it possibly can be. The fact is, yes, wages would go up.
Quick response from you, Aaron.
That is quite extraordinary, and I'd reiterate what Kate Hoey has said in that the European Union is leading to a borderless pool of cheaper labour, and those who believe that we should stay in because it protects workers' rights need to have their head checked. And I would also like to say, why on earth do we have 16% youth unemployment? That's 800,000 NEETs in this country. They're not all lazy; they just can't get jobs because it's just not worth their while.
Yeah, I'm afraid you're right. I'm afraid that there are cases, where big employers seem to prefer foreign labour, and there's an argument they work very hard, and I get all of that. But the fact is, if we need foreign labour in this country, we should do so on a work permit scheme, and we should not give people entitlements to the health service, education for their kids and everything else. We need to be like, normal countries. Nearly every country in the world, determines what the rules are for people going to live, work and settle there. Our British passport is now available to 508 million people, and as we saw yesterday, the government's figures, since Mr Cameron became Prime Minister in 2010, are out by well over 1 million people.